guys, so I am back with a process video, and this time a 12 by 12 video. And this is inspired by the Citrus Twist Kit, a little thing that comes with it that gives you little inspiration, and I'm doing this one in the bottom left corner. And again, I'm doing the main kit, and the 4 photos that I chose were these, and it is from a trip that I went on to Milwaukee to a brewery. So I just cut them how I wanted them to be, and I printed them on some HP photo printer that I have that's very old. But unfortunately, a lot of the photos that I had printed out previously, they're all 4 by 6, so I couldn't exactly cut them down and still get what I wanted in the photo. So right here, I'm just taking out my main kit. I tried to keep everything kind of together in this little pocket that was from like Creative Memories a really long time ago when that was still a thing. I don't even know what happened to Creative Memories, to be honest, but right now I'm kind of just picking the paper that I want to use. I know that I need one strip of like just one strip that goes up and down, vertically across the paper. And I really like all of this paper, but I kind of wanted to find more neutral-esque colors, but then I choose the floral anyway. But I'm so excited to be doing a 12 by 12 layout. It's been a while since I kind of got on Project Life. But it is nice that you can mix up. You don't have to do all Project Life, and I can still add it to the same album. And I don't know, I also like that they have these little challenges and inspiration because it kind of makes me want to be inspired and do different layouts and challenge myself because I think it's very easy to just kind of get in a rut. But anyway, I'm rambling. I can't believe I haven't even chosen my paper, probably because they're all just so pretty and I don't even know what to do. But this is the paper that I end up using, and I just trim one little strip from it after I take off the label. So, for whatever reason, I am just really excited about being able to use the pack. I was just more excited for the main kit, I think, than I was the Pocket Life. It almost makes you want to switch and just get not the Pocket Life, just get the main kit, because then you can cut these down and put more squares and you get like more embellishments with it. And I tried to use exclusively just the main kits, but I ended up using some of the things that came in Pocket Life as well, but you know, I tried to exclusively use that as well. But I chose to do this paper. I was thinking about the geometric pastels, but in the end, I chose the diamonds, even though it looks like I'm not. But I really did choose it. I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I just stuck down the photos in the order that I wanted them to be in, and then I cut that out. And this was the very first stop on our Milwaukee trip. We tried to do just like a ton of the brewery tours, and we did one distillery tour as well. It was a lot of fun. I'm not sure I would recommend doing a lot of brew tours in one day, but you know what? We really only had one day, so we just made it happen. And this one specifically is Lakefront Brewery, and it was probably my favorite tour. We did I don't know, whoever makes Coors Light. We did whatever that tour was, and I don't know, I think just because this one in particular was a little bit smaller, the tour guide that we had was really fun, and you could tell he liked being there, and he was just a chill guy, you know, giving tours. And at the Coors one, it just seemed like very set up and a little bit boring, like they didn't really enjoy being there. So I think it really has something to be said about like a fun tour guide. But anyway, I kind of laid down the little boxes right there, and I wanted to just use that as the rest of that square rectangle-esque section in that inspiration photo, and I know I probably could have made those squares as well, but I just wanted to leave the pattern as it was and then kind of embellish from there. So I knew I really liked the way that that looked, and I wanted to find a little bit of paper to kind of go beneath that, just add a little bit more layering. This is my first time like really working with layering, so I was like, all right, let's see what else can I layer here, and I end up choosing the wood pattern. So once that's stuck down right there, I started looking at the cut apart sheet, and I thought about adding this little cut apart that said special moments, which honestly killed me to cut this beautiful marble paper, but I did it anyway and then decided, no, it says such a lovely day. Um, and I cut it, and turns out I didn't even use it, so I was kind of sad about that. So then I decide to go into this cut apart sheet, and I'm cutting out this little label that I will end up putting the date on. A newer thing that I've been trying to do is try to put the date on all of my pages at the very least. And right now I'm looking through these die cuts, and I liked that this had a little bit of green in it and a little bit of pink as well, so I figured that that's where I'm going to put that. And sorry that this is a little off center. I realize you're not really able to see everything that I'm looking at, but this was really all that I ended up using. I thought about using this tag again for a little bit of layering, but I didn't, and I did choose out this and sign though, because I just felt like there was a lot of green. I wanted to tie more green together. And then I also chose this little tab all the way at the top. So those were the embellishments that I chose so far. And that came out of the little pack. I'm not sure what it's exactly called. But it did come with the Pocket Life, I believe. And then I knew I'm going to leave that label down there, and I'm just trying to find maybe anything else that I could layer with, um, just deciding from there. So now I'm going back to this cut apart sheet to cut out what I thought I was going to cut out earlier. And like I said, I end up cutting it out and not even using it and using that beautiful marble paper. But I really am trying to like use the things that I like versus hoarding everything that I do want. So it's very hard because you want to keep everything beautiful, but you want to use the nice things too. Um, but I put this here, and I just ended up not really thinking it went well with the layout. And this is really my first time at probably like experimenting a lot with layering. So I'm a little timid at first, and I thought I might use some of these cork, but none of them really matched, I guess you could say, what I wanted, like Be Brave. Like, why? Be brave to drink beer? I don't know. And then those sequins were a very off green, so I decided against them. And I found these little wood veneers, and I believe that this is from the Pocket Life, but I just liked what these said better. It said like favorite moment, and this was our favorite brewery, and then hello. So I knew I wanted to glue those down right there. And then I knew I wanted to use the big black stickers. I loved these. I think these are so easy to make like a little title. And in retrospect, I wish I would have maybe added a little bit like else for the title, but I just did friends. Um, this was easy enough to put down. It added a nice little embellishment title to that space. That's where they wanted the title. And then journaling underneath it, but I didn't really have enough room. I wanted my pictures to be big. I don't like really tiny photos. I want the photos to be the center of attention whenever I make something. So that's why I put that there, and in big, bold Friends title. And here I am just gluing down everything, and then I'm tracing around the and sign with a black Sharpie just because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more on this photo. And then I'm going to stamp the date on to my label. And we went this January, in the beginning of January, I think, yeah, January. And I'm going to put this on some foam dots, and I'm just learning from the YouTube community. You know, gotta add some dimension to your layouts. I never had foam dots before, but I bought them specifically because I've seen other women use them, and I thought it really, you know, just added some nice dimension to the layout. So I put the label that had the date on it on some pop dots, and I laid that right underneath there. So basically at this point of the layout, I'm just gluing everything down, and I also bought glue for the wood veneers. Look at me, I'm just, what was I doing all of my life before watching YouTube videos? I was just doing my own thing with scrapbooking. So it's really fun to watch other people and use inspiration off of that. And I am last but not least doing my journaling, and I wish I found some other way to kind of make this journaling pop. But I just wrote about how this was our favorite stop in Milwaukee. And this was our first stop, so I kind of just wrote about that and how it was fun. And I hope I wrote about how we had cheese curds there, because cheese curds are, oh my gosh, delicious. And you know what? I do think they truly are better in Wisconsin. I mean, I know I can get them in Chicago, but like, they're really good in Wisconsin. So I probably wrote about that as well. But that's pretty much it at this point. I'm pretty much done. And this is how it turned out. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys, I don't know, subscribe, watch more videos of mine, give me requests. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.